I became kind of the whipping boy. So Debra would call me into her office, and she would have in on me for whatever the issue was.
Not
to the point, not and she would say, my sons wouldn't even believe if you told them that. So she would go in on me so hard that I was sitting there steaming. And then when she finished, she closed the door and she said, well, how's your daughter doing? You know I'm proud of you, don't you? You know I'm so proud of what you do. And then finally I would get to the happy stage. So Debra would hold you accountable, but then show you how much she cared for you. And it was only because she told me that she really cared about me. She cared for me, for my family. She wanted to see me succeed. She always uplifted me. I've gone to Debra about some really, really personal things, and it's always been a story that she could attach to what you were going through. Another special characteristic Debra has is she has this uncanny ability to see the future somehow, because anytime she gave me advice and I didn't agree, and I would openly disagree with her on things, but what she thought would happen ended up happening. Most of the time I took her advice anyway, so it worked out well. But the times that I didn't, I basically had to eat crow, and maybe not to her personally, but I would say to myself, I should have listened to Debra. So that's another special characteristic that she had that I've never seen from anyone else. But the most important thing that I miss about Debra is, I don't know if who knows this, but she's like the fastest person with short legs. So those who have been to the new spaces in Suitland, Don and I sat on different ends, and when you stand in my office, I could see Debra's office. It was right back there in the corner. So I would literally call her, or I would call Dolores. And I'll say, is Debra in the office? She was like, yes. Yeah. So I'd hang up and make my way. And our cubicles were about this high, and Debra was about this high. But as she walked so fast, you could see her head. So by the time I hung up with Dolores and stood up to go, I could see her head just go up. And then she's going out the door. And I go to Dolores and just hold my hands up like, what happened? She's like, she had to go to me. She had to go to me. But when she got back, we talked and we took care of it. So those are some of the funny things that I really appreciate about working with you. Debra really, really cares about her people. I've worked for probably seven different supervisors. I took Debra's job at Super, and I never had anyone, like I said, that could just hold me accountable to the point where I was just mad, but at the end of it, just let me know she loved me, and she really had my best interest in mind. And before she left, she told me that anything that she did or said to me was for my best interest, and I owe the majority of my success within the organization to Debra, because she's been a mentor out of this world. So I love you. I really appreciate you. I appreciate your sons for sharing you on a daily basis. And she talks so highly of you guys, you just probably couldn't imagine. If she does you like she does me, the fussing is only because she loves you. Because she praises you guys like you could never imagine. So thank you, Debra. I really appreciate you, and I love you for all that you've done for me.
I don't know why they saved me for last. Debra, you know I've known you about 20 years. And I know when you came to the customer support group in Suitland, you had to have somebody who had vision. That's one of the things I think, Mr. Sweeney, that you've been trying to teach a lot of us. You have to have a mission statement and a vision. And Debra, what you brought to that customer support group is the vision that we needed, some direction, some goal, somewhere to strive. You know, and he was always perfect, whatever you did. I remember we were given a briefing. Excuse me for this. Is Captain Luke still here?
No, he left.
Okay, good. So I was about to go on my vacation, and I was, you know how you hurry up and had to scan some things in, and it was crooked, just a little bit, just slightly, just off, you know. And Debra looked at me, she said, I'm sure, Don, you know, I know you're busy, I'll finish it for you, but I'm not going to turn this in the way it is. So, of course, you know how Debra is, perfection. I went back to my office and finished it, here you are, ma'am. Okay? But let me just say this, ma'am, the task list. Guys, did y'all have that? The task list. Let me explain that to you real quick. I'm going to be brief. So all the managers, we had a task list. We meet every week with Debra and we review the task list. How come all my stuff was in red? Red meant
Always
critical.
one man.
Always was critical, always had to get done. And then you had yellow and green was your complete. It's funny, when all of my items got green, the task list went up. That's the truth. That's the truth. Okay? Managers were just like, here, Don, we're here, on you. But ma'am, let me just say this. As Dolores mentioned, you're a family-oriented person. In 2011, I lost my dad. Okay? Debra was the first person I called. A couple of days later, I know you were here, Mary, but Debra, after church, after family, after everything she'd done that day, she came over the house. My mom had not spoken 2 words. Debra came over there, we couldn't shut my mother up. You have that ability to inspire people, Debra. It's a gift, okay? One of the things you said, teamwork makes the dream work, okay? And we've been striving to do that every single day. You have to have something to shoot for, folks. And that's what Debra did. She brought the best out of everyone. I don't care who you were. Her door always stayed open. And man, when you say you're leaving early, leave early. I would come and I would check on Debra. I said, Debra, you said you was going to leave at 3. You said you were going to leave at 3:30. I know, I got this to do. I got to do. Mrs. Sweeney got da. Ma'am, all I can say is you deserve this retirement. Hope you enjoy. Your best years are ahead of you. We love you, we thank you, and we always are going to call you for that guidance. Thank you.
Next up, we'll have our legal counsel, Mr. Christian Tilly, followed by Ms. Diane Hill. I have 2 special tokens for Ms. Jackson.
Right, thank you. Hi, Debra.
Hi, Chris. I called you yesterday.
I know, we talked. You're on your way to a movie.
We went to the movies.
I say, what are you doing going to a movie at 2 o'clock in the afternoon? It's a
I'm
work day.
retired.
You know, when I was a young Navy lieutenant, junior grade, JG, my first duty station was in the Philippines. And I wanted to buy something that reminded me, before I left, of the Philippine Islands, something like steamy and exotic, you know, that I could remember. So I bought this item, and that was a long time ago. And from that time on, it's followed me around wherever I've gone. To Naval Security Group, Nebraska Avenue, OASG, the Pentagon, it's been hanging on my wall. When I got to Nello, Crystal City, when we were there at ASG, remember that? Then at Pax River, then at Suitland. So it's been on my wall ever since. And everywhere I've had it, Debra will always say, I really like that. I really like that. And I'd say, well, thank you. Yeah, I like it. So she would rotate, or I'd rotate, and she'd say, yeah, I really like that. Those colors would go great in my living room. Oh, okay. Thank you. I really like it. I was thinking to myself, well, maybe someday. Maybe someday. Well, Debra, today is that day.
Oh, wow.
Wow. This is a brand new painting. Slightly used. It's been around a long time. But I know that you love it. And I want you to have it. Not just because you like it, but I want you not to forget our old friendship. And we were good co-workers and we're old friends.
Debra, Chris told me this means a lot to him, so he doesn't want to see it at a yard sale.
All right.
I called Mr. Cook and I gave me the details about the lunch. Said I didn't have a need to know. I've had the privilege of working for Debra for 11 months, 3 days. But I've known Debra for 6.5 years when I was in another office and I sat in the bottom meetings. And I would go sit at the bottom and, wow, what a wonderful person, very thoughtful. She was one of the first people that made me feel welcome at NOAA, and I really appreciate that, Deborah, and I thank you so much for allowing me these past 11 months to work in your office. I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed getting to know you better. And I knew you fairly well before, but it's been a wonderful ride. And Deborah had a handful of coins that she didn't quite know what to do with. You know, some people have those nice little rags, and I don't know what to do with them. I don't want to put them in the drawer. I don't want to put them in the bag. So, Deborah, for your wall.
What's up, Ms. Jackson? Now we'll have remarks by Ms. LaDocia.